instead of Ash, and on the side of side of Underway, we're seeing a Torb Ash double shield kind of brawl style of comp. The Ana is going to be mainly used to keep the Rhine up, it looks like, and now it looks like we'll just get right into the fight. Both teams are going right towards point. The Lucio was just used to get to point, so now it's a break BAP coming out from. It's going to be a break BAP coming out from the side of OWO. And the Rhine's just able to aggress right into them. The Ana's going to be able to get that nano extremely quickly, but RMM is stunned and Artis is dropping low. Purple's onto Flame, Immortality is used, and Underway gets the first capture onto the point, which is exactly what you want. Daddy Cole takes out one, and the DPS are traded. Now there's one DPS for both sides. Makito with a huge purple onto Oddlord, and that's one healer down. Now it's Brig. Brig's down, no armor packs, and Artis is going to be taking a bit of an off angle, just clean up the Sig, and this should be a pretty much a clean team fight. Everybody's just backing out now, and Underway keeps applying the pressure, which is exactly what they need. Keep up that choke point hold while everybody's still coming back from spawn. That's exactly what they need. Control the choke points. They have more of a brawl style of double shield. The nano's ready, the shatter's ready, and this is what you want to see.
Ooh. Oh, gets taken out very early again. Here comes a shatter, finding only 2 people, but that's all they need to clean up the fight.
That's all they need.
Yeah, so OWO does switch on to the Hanzo, and Flamia is holding on to her window here, so this will be very interesting to see what they do. Aqua is coming up on a Flux, and also Oddlord is coming up on that rally, which is probably the best support ult in the game right now.
But you also got the Nano that's ready to just get another shatter from RMM. The window does come out, just applying pressure down the middle of the point. Nobody gets taken out with that other than the turret, and now it's just kiting. You just kite, wait for that gone, and now the rotation of ults. Perfect ult. Oh, RMM drops so low, but the huge beat coming out. The Nano actually going out onto the Sigma to get his Flux quicker, and that drops right into a perfect Immortality. Immortality down, and that's a 1-for-1 trade as OWO picks up Daddy Cole, but Oddlord goes down despite it. This is a
this is actually winnable for OWO.
It's winnable for OWO with a very dirty fight. Is W going to prevent Dragon Strike? He does right down point.
Yeah, someone does touch, and it does look like OWO will retain control of the point. However, they are dealing with a 99-0 situation, so they have to be perfectly flawless on this point hold right now.
Ooh, and that was very close there. Sigma was almost caught out completely. He's stunned up again, and now an ult coming out from each side. The Bongo's one of the most team fighting with this ultimates in the game, and oh my gosh, it's a 2-for-2 trade again. Daddy Cole picks up OWO, and now it's just the Baptiste Ash top left, and the Baptiste. I'd prefer the Baptiste Ash to the Ana Ash, to be completely honest. But the Sigma is the difference maker.
Ooh, they couldn't. Daddy Cole couldn't touch the point on time. However, Verja, excuse me, couldn't touch the point on time, and he just falls straight to the Sig. What we're seeing, so yeah.
I kind of like the Torb from Immortal here. I've not seen much use of him, but they know that one way out is going to be running the Genji and the flankers, and the Torb's able to provide an extra 7th sight line just completely shut down. Sleepy does get hit real low with a headshot, and that just makes it extremely easily for Underway to just take the point, hold the point presence. Immortal gets Oddlord, but Immortal drops down, pays for it with his life. 1 DPS down for each side, and a huge dynamite coming out from Daddy Cole, and now OWO just decides, you know what, I'll win his Doomfist. Underway got the first cap, but it's not going to be there for long. I think that's the shortest cap I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. The problem with this comp now is that this comp can just anchor down and literally just shut him down before the fight even starts. Like their firepower with their backline is, especially BAP, Orisa, and Brig if they get too close. Like Brig is just dummy broken right now. Same with Doom. Doom can just push him back too. Anyways, the fight's breaking out.
Oh my gosh, it's a huge pull. pull uppercut. I don't think the Meteor Strike was needed, but that was one of the cleanest team fights I've seen in a while. And also, the Torb can't get set up if he's... And there's not going to be a Torb anymore. Immortal's actually going on to the Doomfist. It looks like if OWO can get that spot, and by OWO I mean the player, not the team, if he can continue hitting that, it's going to be very easy.
Yeah, they do have multiple damage angles, though, coming out, which is very scary for a Brawl. However, the Brawl... It looks like, yeah, they are on the double shield Rhino-Rissa variant. So here comes the pull.
And then huge pull. It only
Flux in the
catches
back, it
3,
gets
though.
2, and it does find Daddy Cole.
Ooh, Daddy Cole, the Bob... The Ashe hasn't been able to do much. We're 65%, and he doesn't even have Bob yet. The only ults that Underway have is the Nano. I mean, they did have a Torvald earlier, but like that doesn't matter anymore. And the Rhine's not getting as much value as it needs to be. I'd prefer the Orisa Sigma.
Yeah, and they do have Bob. They do have Bob and Window on the side of OWO, which is very scary to deal with because you can have a Bob thrown at one angle and
the bongo mid-fight.
Oh yes, the bongo. Ooh, Daddy Cole goes for a risky play. Very.
And Artist gets knocked out first. The Nano going on to Ryan to enable him to get him that shatter, and he gets 1, 2. He knocks you down. That's a huge purple coming out from Mikoto. And the Bob, though, just sitting, doing work. And this should be it.
1-1. This is going to go to final map territory. And guess what? We're going to Ilios Wells. So prepare to see some Lucio.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Torbjorn. So I would think that they would OWO would have the advantage if the Brig is. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they just run him for the speed out. Yeah. So the Torb needs to get up first. Get set up first. That's the whole point of this. OWO on the Doomfist is already looking up directly over them. He's got the sidelines. He's waiting for the pull. The pull comes out. That's a huge dynamite combo. And it's just that simple. You land that combo, the uppercut 75 damage, the seismic slam 125, and the dynamite, you just can't provide that much sustain. And you can see right now, Bob's already 40% away and halfway to his Meteor Strike, halfway to the Gravitic Flux.
Oh.
And the closest is the Torb on the side of Underway.
Yeah, but like mad props to Sleepy here. His pulls have been phenomenal. Like they have been setting up the DPS so well. Oftentimes Orisa players are super underappreciated. Absolutely no bias. and so
another pull. It doesn't. Ooh. The uppercut does not connect that time due to an amazingly placed Sigma shield. And now they just wait again for the cooldowns to come back. OWO drops really low though. Pull potentially trying to go in. A rock onto OWO and a window coming out now. The Sigma from the side of OWO now has his Flux. He's just gonna wait that out probably. And now huge pull, Flux, and now that could catch 2. It doesn't get anyone. Did he get subbed out of it?
Yeah, I think he did get subbed out of it by the Brig. That was very.
That's huge, but it doesn't matter. OWO getting 1, punching in, and oh my gosh, I don't think that window was needed.
The DPS
are.
Yep, the DPS are popping off. Flamia does use a very late window though, which is very interesting. So that is 1 ult out of the fight. However, they are coming up on pretty much the most broken support ult in the game right now, and they also have Bob. The Bob.
And OWO was sitting at about 400 health that entire fight with all the damage he was doing. You just can't do that. The recall's forced out early though from Mortal, and Artis is now on the Baptiste. He swapped earlier, so now he has no charge at all on his window.
Yeah, but this is very interesting too.
Oh, the huge purple! The huge purple! It doesn't matter how good of a support you are, you can't out your purple. And now the Bob goes in though, just contest point. Make sure that nobody can touch. That's Immortal down, that's RMM down. And Lakuta gets out Artis, and the Bongo. The biggest Bongo that I'm ever gonna see is just waiting right there in the windows. Not used at all this map. Oh my gosh, OWO
that was
sitting at 450 health.
That was an absolute just steamroll by OWO on that final map. Ooh. OWO's on the flank. Oh, never mind. OWO is on the flank as the Torb.
And oh my gosh, the Torb on the flank. Is Zolo? Where is Zolo? Did he manage to get out safely? Or
He did, man. He's on. Yeah, he's on the blue boxes. Look it. Oh, and Oddlord finds a pick onto Daddy Cole, so that is the opening pick that OO needs.
And now the Genji can't charge his blade, which is the win condition. What you want to do is you just want to poke, do a dry dive, make sure that you're all good, build up the Nano Blade, build up the Nano Monkey into the back line so that he can just win. And without the Genji alive, one of your main win conditions is gone. The dive comes in now, hard engage actually, not a soft engage like I predicted. The lamp just keeps everybody alive, but there wasn't really much damage to do. OO takes out Artist, and that's basically a lot of the healing gone. RMM gets taken out. The Torb turret on the high ground may not seem like it's doing much, but it's doing a lot just in zoning. And now Makoto's going down. The Ana is out of position. Then wasn't able to get out quick enough from the fight. And right now, we're a minute in, and there's quite a few ults.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing the way that you play Baptiste and dive is just you gotta use your little healing burst thingy and just I guess heal up your teammates through the entire thing and maybe give your Genji an immortality field when he nano blades. Oh, Oddlord does go down.
Gets Oddlord, and now a monkey diving in has no contests other than the Torb. Makoto does go down, so there's going to be no Nano Blade, no Nano Monkey in this fight. Bob goes out, the Molten Core, Immortal does get OWO, and now this looks like it could be a clean fight. The Bob's just contesting point. This is not what you want to see from under. It's not a clean fight. They need to get a clean fight in order to push to all the way of the end of first. Aqua takes out 2 Artists, Daddy Cole, and Outsteel is also just all the way back.
However, look what they have on the side of Underway. They do have that Nano Blade ready. Also, they do have Mines and are coming up on a Primal. Windows shouldn't get too much value here considering that it is a dive comp and dive usually just revolves. Oh, Immortal.
Oh, Immortal's dead. But here's the thing. That's a huge purple. However, I don't think it's going to matter. They're going to need to wait for their doom. But one way out, know that the Nano Blade's coming out. I think they're going to save Sigmalt and just solo flux the Nano Blade. Or are they just going to dry blade and then Nano Monkey in?
I mean, honestly, the Nano Monkey might actually be the better play. Ooh, Artist does get shot. Has to use that heal burst pretty early. Yeah. Immortal's getting chunked as well, so here comes the dive.
Monkey diving in the blade. And he does solo lift the Genji. He manages to get a kill on Oddlord before that happens, but it's a 1-for-1 trade and a minute left. Lemia goes down to RMM. He just used the Primal, but he's dropping really low. He might not have enough healing. OWO takes RMM out, and it's evolving into a scrappy fight again. You hate to see it on the side of Underway.
Outsteal?
The turret, outsteal. Oh no, man, you can't do that. I get the fight's evolving. You want to continue pushing, but you can't do that. Daddy Cole does. Maybe that was zoning ult. Daddy Cole manages to punish Sleepy for being out of position, not able to retreat because of those mines. I know we called it bad mines, but that was a really good play on the side. Daddy Cole realizing that. And now the window, and the Meteor Strike, and now the Bob and the window. Is the Bongo also coming up for Sleepy?
Bongo, yeah. Well, 70. It's gonna be definitely. It's like, oh, here comes Bob to contest point.
Ooh, and Lydia goes down. And Outsteel gets 2. But will they be able to touch because of Bob? I don't know. They're not touching. They're not touching. They touch.
Oh, so close.
God. Window comes out to keep the fight going. Oddlord dropping a little low with the monkey on, but RMM jumps out not quickly enough. Now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Both teams have a tank. Immortal dies, and now the Nano Blade win conditions come back.
That's a fat purple. Watch out.
Huge purple, but it doesn't matter. The lamp just completely negates that. The Torb is continuing to do work. And no, Daddy Cole has his blade, but it doesn't matter that his Ana's dead, his whole entire team's dead, and it's going to be a full hold right now on the back of some amazing plays.
Yeah, I'm still confused on why they went Baptiste, because like Brigitte is so much better with dive. Even though yes, the armor packs got nerfed where they can't get the extra 50 armor, it's still one of the best.
And luckily, it's an Orisa Sigma, so the Orisa should be able to pull them down immediately. But if anybody's out of position, that was a good TP to make sure that nobody saw them. And now they're swapping back to dive. They got their Ana rig up there. The TP was just for the supports, which is actually a very smart play. The turret's down already. And now we just wait for the dive to come in. Ball's in the backline pressuring everybody out. And now this is the pre-fight. Olo's dropping to half. The hack comes onto the Torb and outseals down. But Braha goes down. And it's just a monkey jumping in now, continuing pressure in the front lines. That was a pretty good sleep. And Daddy Cole killed by his own dynamite. That's also huge purple. RMM's really low, but they're not going to be able to capitalize. This is 100% last fight territory right here. There's no ults from either team, but if One Way Out continues to play this way, it should be a very easy win. The dive onto the backline right now. RMM's hacked. He should be able to be taken out really easy. Yes, that's 2 down. Make that.
And they can't touch the point.
3 down. There's no need to be 3 down where I expected to. But this isn't a bad comp at all. They're going to be holding choke, whereas more teams decide to hold back. And it looks like we're going to see a Rhine Diva. Diva to challenge the high ground, probably. And Dynamite coming out, catches the Rhine, but everybody can just push inside. The Reaper teleports the high ground. And there's going to be a lot of resources that need to be invested to keep Mortal alive, and he goes down early on. He played way too aggressive. It's just that simple. He was too aggressive, and now one of the main damage dealers isn't there. A Lamp comes out, Makoto goes down, and Artis is dropping low. RMM.
Oh no!
The hammer!
The disrespect coming out. Oh, that is... OO is like... Yeah, I think OO is just a better team at this point. Like,
I'm shaking my head in disgust. Daddy
yeah,
Cole
they are
is now off the Doom onto the Genji. The Artis though does have the coalescence. If they can amp speed Cole, this is a very winnable fight. The fight that's probably going to be the most winnable.
Oh, Daddy Cole
goes down automatically. RMM's staying alive. No, he's not. I lied. Immortal gets 1 though. If they back out right now, regroup, this could be a very good re-engage. Artis does go down.
No.
Outseals, about to get staggered. Very hard. Will he? Reaper's also behind. Not another hammer kill. Not another hammer kill. Alright, that's good. But the stagger came in long enough, and now the break
Lucio getting caught out late.
Lucio, another stagger. You just...
Like, legit, they're getting fewer and fewer fights because they have to wait for these respawns, and like they're either getting picked off first or like really late in the fights.
Yeah, and Outsteal is now on the Zarya, so that means they lost all the default charge. Not like it matters much.
Oh, that's a fatty
That's
clutch.
a huge pull, and that's that fight. That's a huge double ult. Takes out the Lucio, takes out Owo with a nasty 2-3K. No,
that's a 4K with the hammer.
4K with the hammer. Oh no! 6K.
That's a 6K.
My gosh. That's the ace
6K.
Two of them were the hammer. One was the turret. That's a 3-2-1. That's what you'd love to see if you're One Way Out. You're just laughing in chat right now. Underway, not so much. Makoto does have the beat almost coming online. RMM has the shatter, but unless they can speed past both shields, the shatter's not going to get much. That's huge.
That's a ton of damage. And Immortality?
That's a lot of damage. Immortality gets deleted, but the Bob does more. You can't do a 500 damage ult to kill a 1000 damage Bob and an Immortality. It just doesn't work. The rally armor is going to stay out for some of this fight. I don't think it's going to have a huge impact because the rotations of the ults are coming back around. Daddy Cole doesn't have his Dragon Blade. He swapped 3 minutes.
Reaper?
30 seconds.
Reaper? Why would you TP in there? That's still even I know he's a main tank, but like you still wouldn't do that.
You still wouldn't do that. Huge beat coming out, using it to engage. But right now, this is potentially a winnable fight. Gets Makoto though, but it doesn't matter. Spawns are on the attacker's side. Immortal gets 1. RMM does go down, so that's going to be the main tank missing. Sigma's humping around, just trying to stay alive. Baptiste healing him, but it's not going to be enough. Immortal gets 1. The Zarya just is completely beamed up. The Torb is all that remains for One Way Out, and it will be a first point capture for Underway. That that could not have come down more to the wire. Makoto had a huge beat to help them engage, just gave them the extra health pools needed just to make sure they push through. And that first point capture is going to make sure that Underway have a chance to stay in the series. RMM is back on the Rhine, and Outseal and Daddy Cole are going to have the win.
Exactly. So they are going to have this grab blade, and the only thing they really do have to counter is an immortality field. However, Vraja has Bob right now, and that could be great if they decide to throw Bob in the back.
Ooh. And who are they gonna? The Bob. Ooh. And now all they need to do is wait. Immortal's dropping really low. Daddy also low. And now they wait again. Daddy Cole was really low. Both Immortal and Daddy Cole were low. And this team needs to play together. Like, Moira has an orb. That's the team's only far range healer.
Oh, interesting. Cole Lesson's coming out here.
Engaging very
and
quickly.
They baited him more.
Ooh. That's an amazing That's an amazing push right back in. An amazing re-engage. And one way out, pushed way too far. They're going to pay for it. Ooh, but they might stay. They might stay on the point long enough to get it to prevent a tick.
Oh no!
If the respawns come back in, Braha gets one. But I'm not sure.
Oh no! There could be a potential hammer kill. No.
No. The fight wasn't quick or clean enough. If there was one more kill, 2 more kills at the start of the fight, and no kills came out, that would have been a potential. That would have potentially been a full cap. But 2 people being killed completely changes it because 2 CP. Oddlord gets dropped really early on, and now the Blossom is going to be able to come in without a break stun.
However, that's a great Flux. Holds
and
momentum.
Daddy Cole gets knocked out early on. That's 1 kill, 2 kills. And once again, there's not enough to make sure the fight goes on without a stall. There's a Bastion coming out from Owo right now. And I think the Death Blossom might have to come out to try and make sure that everybody can just cap the first tick. Oh,
and yeah, Bastion's just like Bastion plus
Bastion.
It is scary. It is very scary. Like, however, he is going to lose a ton of ult charge by switching. And they are coming up on that grab blade again with beat as well. So
a Blossom. Immortal's been holding on to that Blossom for a long time.
So Q. Here it comes.
And here we go.
All right, it looks like both teams are starting to engage. Here comes a very early beat.
He almost got sunned out of it, but that's good. The beat's not going to be able to do much because only 3 members got it, and a huge Blossom potentially gets one of that piece. And it looks like this could be a cleanup in overtime. The Sigma's dropping really low, and the Blade invested for good measure onto the Ashe. The Doomfist coming out, and Doomfist, the Coalescence coming out just for good measure, making sure everybody can secure tick. But it might not be enough. Sleepy's coming back on the ball, just spinning to win. RM in the back line. Flamio Sleepy caught down. This is going to be a huge second fight. Oddlord back. There's going to be no else other than the Bob, but the Bob's very impactful here. Aqua is coming in, and he gets killed. Bob is in on his right now, and the tick. All there needs to be is 1 pick on the side from 1 way out. Just one. Sleepy's just going to continue spinning. He's not going to live long, though. The focus fire is too good. Braha, Sleepy dead. And this is just going to be it. Looks like a full cap. The first full cap we're going to see from... Underway since the first round of Ilios Ruins. The first point we're gonna see.
I'm getting insulted in the chat right now. I got called a Moira main. Ugh.
Oh,
MI6. Apparently the MI6 game has been going on in the background, and they're only up 1-0 right now.
Oh my gosh, that's a long first fight. We've been playing this for an hour now.
Yeah, they started late.
Okay, they started late. It's not just been a whole 99 to 99 fest. So that's your update. Daddy Cole's 15. That's a good purple. Catches 3 people. Owo, Flame, and Sleepy all getting the purple. And now, Braha is going on the sim. to make sure that they can just TP past. And that's the main spot that Underway wants to hold from. Just completely bypassed. Easily, just using cooldown. RMM dropping really low. He could potentially die here, but Raha goes down. RMM still dangerously low though, but he manages to get the heal out. And right now, Oddlord is going to be dropping low again. This is just a very good first fight right now for Underway. Pin coming out doesn't collect anything, but just run up to the high ground and win. Bolt forehead is all that. Wait, a Flux gonna take out RMM potentially. And take out. Oh no, that's not what you want to see. Aqua with the huge Flux coming out of nowhere. Daddy Cole does get flamed, but Makoto's dropping down potentially. Aqua 3. The amazing Flux to turn the tide. I didn't think that it was gonna go one way out's way, but that right there is individual play. That just wins.
Aqua just built that Flux so fast. Like I am, like building a Flux in a minute and a half is actually really good, especially on this, especially in this meta where like building ults just sucks.
Yeah, and now there's a Nano Blade on the side for Underway though. And a grab too, just to make sure.
And there's a grab very early.
The grab, purple blade, and that should be the team fight right there. If One Way Out invests any ults, I'm gonna call that feeding. Flame does manage to get out. I lied.
Yeah, she just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna die early here. Anyways, look at how many Qs they have on the side of Owo coming into this attack. However, they do have the best, pretty much one of the best ults in the game in Blizzard on the side of Underway and Beats to counter the Blade and Rally potentially coming out.
But the Blizzard can be easily deflected if OO knows to look for it. And he's a really good Genji from what I've seen. Really good Genji Doomfist, so he knows to look for it. So Rally to engage Bongo Blade versus just a simple Blizzard that can be easily deflected and used against him. Now, Underway's playing this very smart. They're just kiting, making sure they don't have to use any cooldowns. And now the real fight starts. The full blade. And that's a huge purple coming out onto Owo. And he gets killed immediately. The B coming out as well, just to make sure that they all survive. And that's a...
Ooh, this is very winnable for Owo.
Owo!
Oh my
you
goodness!
Can't the ults into one person. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't our real win condition. Our real win condition is just, you know, winning. But that's what they do!
Raja's Bob is popping off, and they don't touch.
Gosh! No!
Oh boy! Like, how? How?
They use all their cooldowns. They use the
This is just gonna be most likely a 3-0 sweep for One Way Out.
I'm expecting it. They're gonna probably expect the front hold again, and the second they see the hold, they're gonna turn around and go back to Sim, probably do the same exact thing all over again. Maybe? Freya, though, is already 20% on his Bob, and Flame's 35% on his window. So if they charge a very fast window here before RMM can get his Shatter, this could just be an easy win.
Immortal's in the backline. I don't think he has any cooldown.
Raha goes down.
Yeah.
So
they might just do the classic click Q to win strat, so...
That's all they need to do, though. They have 3 minutes. That's more than enough to charge up every single ult. Owo's already 70-80% to his blade. He's dropping really low, so he gets taken out by Mora. You can't deflect that no matter how good you are. RMM's coming up on his Shatter. He's probably gonna use it as a win fight condition, or just shatter the blade. Artist coming up with his Coalescence. He can use that too. Window Blade coming up on the side, and a Flux. Aqua has his Flux, but Makoto does have his.
Immortal goes down early.
So they're gonna need to use everything just to keep themselves in the fight. RMM needs to land a huge Shatter, but there's a huge window. The Tactical doesn't have his blade yet, and now RMM is dropping the Raha, gets Oddlord, and now that's one in favor. No, it's even again. The Flux coming out. Makoto, huge beat. RMM still has the Shatter. Still has it.
RMM has to hit the Shatter of his life right now.
Immortal's in the back line. Oh, he whiffed. Immortal's low. Daddy Cole does get the immortality though. Will he be able to get more? He does not. Immortal does get sleepy low. That's maintained down for both teams. Makoto goes down. He gets stunned
nice
out of
shield bash.
Oh, the shield bash. And Outsteel just trying to stall now, waiting for everybody to get back. RMM's not going to make it. Daddy Cole's not going to make it. Makoto isn't going to make it either. And that's the clean sweep.